Okay, so have your feet shoulder width apart and sink your hips and lengthen through the spine. Feel the hips sink, feel the head float up, relax your shoulders, relax the elbows and the wrists, relax the hands and the palms of the hands and the fingers. Feel the ground under your feet. So gently draw the toes in, sink down, and relax the feet, but draw the toes in so that you activate the arches of the feet. Breathing in and out. All through the body. Notice the contact with your feet and the ground. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows and the wrists, relax the hips, knees and ankles and feet. Very gently turn the waist. So that's this area here. I'm going to turn the waist. Keep breathing in and out, and then really let go in your shoulder joint. That's better. So you've got the knees pointing forward, you've got the hips sinking back, got the spine lengthening. Notice the breath. Notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. And you're in this really calm, quiet space. Oh, is that you're checking how many steps you're doing?
It measures how many calories, how much heartbeat, how many, all sorts of things.
Brilliant. Well, that sounds good.
But I haven't got Tai Chi on mine, so one
No, that's not my friend. They either had Pilates or yoga. Yeah, but no Tai Chi.
Unfortunately,
there's no Tai Chi.
If you're doing these sort of holding things, it thinks I stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is yoga.
They're all the same. They're all very similar. They're all similar. It's just Tai Chi's a martial art version. I think that's the.
Yeah.
And there's more movement in Tai Chi than Pilates because we walk about. So.
Is there more movement in yoga?
They seem to do a lot more holding postures. They move from one posture to the other, but they don't do stepping. When I've done yoga, but.
That's Pilates last week, so I've got yoga this week, see the differences.
Yeah, see what happens. Yeah. So you just want the hips to sink back, and it's as if you're just gently perching on a high chair. Say the ledge along here, that's probably sort of perchable if you've got super long legs or something.
A bus stop, you know those?
Yeah, the bus stop seats.
The ones that have got those
you
funny
can't
little
properly-
leaning ones.
Yeah, you can't properly sit on them, but you can't, you're not quite standing up, so it's a sort of a rest. So no Darren this week, but never mind.
Yeah, I'm last week.
He was there last week on the computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
there was another man the week before.
Uh,
Someone who didn't speak to us.
Yeah, that was Steve, yeah. He comes on the Thursday at Bottisham. I think,
So is anyone on the Zoom today?
yeah, I've got one person on Zoom, but they're in incognito, so that's fine. Hopefully they're probably almost perfect for how they're moving. I've done it myself. I normally, if I go to my Zoom classes, I'll often have the camera switched off, so I don't want to put anyone on. And we're just breathing. And then open. So you've got palms up. So I did a new version of this exercise with Mike last Wednesday, and I thought, oh, this is exciting, so I thought I'd better share. So you do this for a bit, and you're sinking your hips, you're lengthening through the spine, you're feeling the waist turn, but you want your knees pointing where the toes point, even when you're doing this. So my knees aren't actually moving. They're moving forwards and back, but they're not laterally moving. And then you turn the palms towards, like that. Then you turn the palms down. Then you turn the palms out. So you want to have a round shape in the arms, rather than fully out straight. So you want the palms out, that's in, out.
Check it all out.
So, out. No, more out, look. No, that's that way, you're going that way. There you go, there you are, that's it. Perfect. And then we go up. Forwards. That's it. Good. Down. And out. And that was a very cool email you sent me earlier. That was perfect, yeah. Sounded fun. Okay, and then that's enough of that. It's getting a bit character building, isn't it? So shake and bounce. So we do the shake, we do the bounce first. So you imagine you've got springs in your legs, you've got a spring in your spine, you've got a spring in your arms, and then you're just like you
Find out which one's pulled just there.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to find out which one's pulled just there. if you
So
know what I mean.
you wanna move a little less in that case and relax more, and pay attention to what you're doing. So it's one thing Barry was always saying: be respectful to your body, be mindful, listen to your body, and pay attention to what you're doing. If you follow those, you should be okay. And then shake. And then back to the bounce, and then we'll do this one. So you just let the arms drop and raise. Drop and fold, drop and raise. And we're all breathing. Very good. Yeah. So did you get, you found, did you pick Amy up from on the way
Oh, yes.
in? Ooh!
Yeah.
That's even better. Did you play some music?
No.
Have you got a CD player in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, she's got a CD. There you go. You've sorted. Amy knows lots about popular music
Oh,
and educates me on popular music. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do this on Thursday, and that'll be really cool because
Yeah, really proceeding.
brilliant, sorted. Yeah, that's good. I'll just have to listen to the thing that I listened to with Beth and get cool that way. There we go. So you want to drop and fold, drop and there we go, like this. Right, we're lengthening through the spine, then we're turning the palms up. Turning the palms up. It's a very loud yeah, if you hear a sound, check your posture. That's it. So what we'll do, we'll have a little look at that one. Just nice and relaxed. So if we do one arm, you get an extra turn in it. So if you just have a look, I'm just going like this. Like I'm like, ugh, not really that bothered. Yeah. And we just, that's it. So it just falls, it falls down, falls up. Place your hand on your lower dantian just to monitor that turn. But you want to watch the alignment of your knees. So your knees are in an unlocked position and they're slightly bent, well soft really rather than bent. And they're pointing where the toes are pointing, so they're pointing forwards. And we're all breathing. Brilliant. So you want to let go in the shoulder as well. So as well as feeling it in the elbow and the wrist, you want to feel the shoulder open and close as you're allowing it to be moved. Perfect. Okay, try the other side. So you just place your hand on your lower dantian, check your posture, and then we're just doing this. Keep breathing. So, keep breathing some more. Very good. So you just want to, but you can even feel that, monitor your shoulder joint by placing your hand on the top of your shoulder joint and just feeling that open and close. Okay, now when you go back to what we were doing originally, think about the drop. Think about the drop. So I have the hands crossed and I drop and then they fall back up again. Then I drop and they fall back up. So there's this real. That's really cool because I could only do one journey because of the way my Mondays work. Whereas Thursdays I can take them back, so that's what, that just makes more sense. And, I used my bike earlier and I was so pooped by then I thought I'm not cycling this today, but I'll do it. I'm cycling tomorrow and part of Thursday, so I'll build myself up to that.
Well, I literally set off 10 minutes early, that's all.
Yeah, good. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's great. So we're opening the chest, that's marvellous. And then we do this one in front, one behind, loosening exercise number 1. And just really floppify your arms, but once you've got them really relaxed and floppified, that's where you start getting a little bit of alertness built in the arms. So they're not fully passive. It's almost as if you're moving through water, so they're still awake, you know, rather than, you know, you want to keep your, in the Tai Chi symbol, there's still a little bit of yang in the yin symbol, and a little bit of yin, so in the yang symbol, so you're not fully like hard or tough, there's a bit of softness, but if you're doing a soft exercise such as this, there's still a bit of a spark in it. So did you all get petrol all right then?
No. Not needed any since last Thursday.
Yeah, I only filled up Thursday. I'm not filling up till probably next Monday, I hope. Did anyone, because they said they were going to send the army in. I was like, oh, how exciting. Yeah, today. I've not seen no army people.
No.
That's where we're going.
Are they in that London?
Kent
Kent in London, is
So
it?
they're based in Kent, so I think the deliveries are going to be mostly focused in
Okay.
London and Kent, so things even more bonkers than they
Yeah, well, my cousin came over from America today, and the first thing she saw when she was on her way to a hotel was a big queue. She counted about 200 cars in the queue for like two things of petrol, or she called it gas. So they were queuing for gas, and I thought, oh yeah, that's they call it gas in America. Very good. And
It's very different. Very patchy though, because that was my mum, who lives in Lincoln. And I said,
yeah,
you're okay, you're out for petrol then? And she goes, what?
yeah.
When I said, you know, your petrol shortages, the garages, she goes, oh no, I didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
So it's just not a
They
thing.
said London and the South East.
There's London and the South East, so they're all the panicky ones.
Well, Manchester's completely sold out last week because they were queuing till I don't know
Yeah,
what
I just
time.
avoided it. I just avoided it.
He got another lot on Sunday, I think, because there
That's
were
what
queues there again. But he hasn't got any left, so.
Yeah. No, the one I went to was one Elizabeth Way Bridge, and they had it was an hour-long queue. This was last Thursday, but they'd sorted it out. They only let people put £35 worth top, and they said you can't have any more than that. And they were very strict about it. I only put 30 in anyway, and because that lasted me 2 weeks. Brilliant.
No, Tesco's has run out again. They
Yeah,
had some
Tesco
Sunday.
and Milton kept running out.
They had some Sunday, but they were ready to go.
So just do it each time. Watch. So you go like that, and you go like that, and like that. That's it. That's it. Very good. Okay, right. Next loosening exercise. We're just going to turn. Yeah, what would you like, doesn't it? So, yes, apologies to those of you that are roomies. I've had to open the doors because of the COVIDs. If the COVIDs get blown around, then we don't get it if we've got ventilation. Although I wish they kept shutting the door. I was in this gig last night, I was playing in a concert in an orchestra, and they kept shutting the windows and the doors. And I was like, no. No. So hopefully. So you just want to relax the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Breathe, marvellous. So we're good. So just allowing the arms to be swung by the waist and the legs. So there's like a bounce thing going on in the legs and a turny thing going on in the waist. I'm surprised that the two that play the ping pong, Ron and Steve, other Steve, they sometimes come. But
Well, he comes for Monday morning.
they come Monday morning,
Yeah.
don't they? Actually, no, they did 2 hours on Monday morning. I think that's plenty, yeah.
Probably
You have
too
too much
much
of
drive
everything.
all this way again, I should.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and then wobbling. I'm hoping to see Eva on horrible o'clock on Wednesday morning if the interweb is working in Exley, because last week it switched off. Oh, hello.
I'm next, that's not Wednesday.
Oh, did you go last Wednesday?
No, it starts this week.
Oh, it starts this week. Oh, well, you can let me know how it goes, like if you manage to do it, because when it goes through the whole form and stuff.
You only ever got 7 months.
So, just gonna. Oh, have you found the floorboard? Well done.
No, no, that's just stickiness and stuff.
There's a sticky bit. I'll blame it. Someone.
It's on the machine now, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Never mind. We're just transferring the weight. I'm going to transfer and go to cat stance. Transfer and go to cat stance. It's just one shoe, isn't it?
Yeah, that one.
Brilliant. Well, there's a sink in the loo if you want to
sandwich.
keep stickiness off. So we're. And we're all breathing. Marvellous. Okay. One more each side. Now when we go to this side, stay in that posture and then just observe. So demonstration, I go up, I put the foot down, heel first, then the toe, then I transfer the weight, and then I go to cat stance. Then I go up, hang on, let me just, I've got horrible socks because then it's easier to see my feet. They're pretty cool, aren't they? My mum sent them in the post, bright coloured rainbow socks. So now you can see what I'm doing with my feet a bit easier. Heel, toe, and then you transfer the weight. So you're only transferring the weight in the last moment. It's very tempting to put all your weight there straight away. You don't want it, you want to resist that temptation. You want to develop a new, let's call it, habit, thank you, of keeping your weight there and then transferring it later. So we're just, yeah. Well, I normally, well, for a long time I was wearing shorts most of the year for my classes, but it just got too cold, so. But then you can't really see what my knees are doing, that's the problem, so I might have to.
I keep wanting to put the toe down first.
Yeah, you can put the toe down first, it's just at the moment we're putting the heel down first, but there's nothing stopping you. I've done it that way, where you put the toe down first, and I've also done it other ways, where you put the whole of the foot down as a flat thing. Try that. I've done all of them, but for what we tend to do in the form, is we tend to put the heel down first when we're doing our 2-part walking pattern and 4-part walking pattern. So that's, there we go. Fabulous, great, okay. And then, yeah, let's just check out our legs. I'll go back a little. So you turn your left foot out, place your right foot forward. You can use these slats on the floor to check the distance between your feet. So you want to maintain that shoulder width gap. If I turn to the side, so I've still got the shoulder width gap, I'm nice and tall, and then I'm sinking forward and I'm sinking back. And the important thing is that, oh, is that what that noise is? It's raining, is it? Well, it wasn't supposed to rain today. I'm so glad I was too tired to go on my bike.
It was, it's supposed to be torrential rain out.
Torrential rain tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I missed that bit. Yeah. I hope you've got your paddles. So we're going to sit back, and the knee is in line with the toes. You want to sink your hip, and you've got this spring thing in the legs. The legs are like springs. So that, and they're all nice and tall. Marvellous. So, you want to do all that. Keep breathing some more. Very good. So we're going forward and back. This will strengthen our legs beautifully. So we'll have super strong legs that work properly, because it's good to, yeah. So now you sink back, you turn, but you keep your knees where the toes point. You sink forward and you turn. And we're all breathing. Marvellous, look at that. And you want to scan along the wall with your sleepy tiger eyes. So it, due to popular request, we won't do a huge warm-up today. We'll just do some. Okay, change. I wouldn't mind going through the whole form, but there's qigong exercises, just because it's quite nice, and then we'll see if, hope Ian on Zoom's done the whole form. We'll try and, what I might do is, whoever's on the computer screen, that's who you copy. If I have to go over there or go over there so people can see what I'm doing, and then if you follow me, and then it will look really perfect, and then Ian will be able to follow, it would be great. Yeah, but you've all been doing it long enough, so even if it's not quite 100% right, there's some rightness in there somewhere, which is good enough to follow, you know, fine. So now you sink back and turn, sink forward and turn, sink back and turn, sink forward and turn. It's quite nice, that sound of the rain, isn't it? That Robin's still singing. Singing beautifully this morning. I'll try. So yeah, those of you that go to Zoom on a Monday morning, I actually open the room from 10 in the morning because of having the Chen class beforehand. So if you want to just drop in, I'll disable the waiting room, and then if I see somebody come, I'll do it so you can see, and then you can just join in as much as you. Don't worry about breaking up that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I think we've loosened up. Let's just get our shoulders a little bit. We'll do the shoulders, because shoulders are quite too. So they go up, back and round. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we go in the other direction. 1, 2, lovely. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then the other shoulder, so we're not wonky. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And then the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fingers are gone. Oh,
The rest of it's not just the fingers.
okay, yeah. And then you turn, come up, open, back, and down. This is called Peng waves its wings. The Peng is a mythological bird that's apparently very colourful. You look up Peng on the, so it comes forward, up, open, down. Let's do a couple more because I've lost count. Keep breathing, that's very important. You want to keep breathing. Okay, then let that relax, let everything relax. So you want to tune back into your posture. You want to check that you're nicely connected to the ground. You're sinking your hips, your knees are unlocked and springy. Your hips are level. That's especially important when we do the standing on one leg thing. Okay, here we go. 1. And then for fun, we're going to go through the whole of the form at the end. For my fun. So you get to the top. Now think about your shoulder joint at this point. Come a bit closer to the computer. The shoulder joint here, it unwinds as it comes down. And there's a slight curve to the arm, but you're still maintaining this expression right to the end of the fingertips. Okay, nice and relaxed. Let's just to kind of get the legs working a bit, let's have a look at the two-part walking pattern. I'm going to show that from the front and then I'm going to show it from the side. So you transfer your weight and you just bring the foot in and bring the foot out. You go heel, toe, and then you transfer. And then you come in, heel, toe, transfer, heel, toe, transfer. And I'll turn around and start from this end. So you can just do that. There's width so we can do that. So you bring the foot in, bring the foot out. You're nice and tall. Your eyes, you want to look, your eye level gaze. And then you turn around. Should we go backwards yet? No, let's not go backwards, let's just keep going. So when you turn around, when you get to the end, actually, when you get to the end, pause for a bit, check your routine, and then very deliberately and slowly, you turn around like that, have another little pause, and then you step, heel, toe. That's it, heel, toe. Heel, toe. So it's just very, like we're very unhurried. We're unhurried, we're in the queue, there's at least 200 of us. Oh my goodness, do you know, it's so funny, this whole petrol business. So keep going. I'll just do a few for the video at home, for the viewers at home. Yeah, that's it. So you want to stay, it's as if you've got a roof, a low roof. So we're not going up and down, we're smooth transition of the way. Okay, any questions on that? Any questions in the room and any questions in the Zoom? Everybody okay? Pretty self-explanatory. I'll just show you that from the side. So the important thing is having the looking forward and the listening behind. And just nice and relaxed. And then when you go backwards, that's where what I tend to do, at least I've done it the other way. Don't think that this is all set in stone, because you can play around with stuff. You can play around with stuff and then it feels different, and also you can use like different images to play around with stuff. So if I show backwards from the side view, just go over here. So I'm nice and tall, I bring my foot in, I step out, toe, heel. Then I transfer my weight. And I want to keep my knees soft and relaxed. So stepping is really important. If you get good at your stepping, you can tell where your weight's going. If you improve your balance, especially, the older we all get, the more we really need to have good balance. One of my friends, musician friend of mine, it was very wet, it was like really torrential rain, and the pavements that they live, I'll show you from the, joining going back, the pavements near where they live are super slidey. So they actually fell over because the pavements were so slippery. Now, if you can sink your hips and get your centre of balance how it was when you were, so, okay, that's almost perfect. What I'm noticing is people could go out a little wider with the step. If you have a look from the front, I go out. Now have a look at where the, what are those things called? The wooden things. Sorry?
Floorboards.
Floorboards, the planks. Yeah, they've got planks here. look at the number of planks between what you want to do is you want to have a real chi gap between your heels when you're stepping. Because the problem is if you're on a tightrope, if you just go backwards, then you're having to do that. So you want to have them. It's very important for moves such as step back and repulse the monkey, that you give yourself enough room laterally to. When Emma does it, she has her feet. When she steps back with her feet, she steps back with her feet so they point forwards, so she doesn't need to neaten her feet up. I find that a bit awkward, so what I tend to do is I tend to step back, and then if my foot's sticking out, then I correct it. So I'll just do that. But if you want to have a practice, you can have the foot like that, so it is literally tram lines. So have a play with walking forwards and backwards for a bit. And then because this stuff, it is a bit definitely dull, but actually it's really crucial if you want to work your balance. And the other thing you want to do is when you're doing these exercises, you want to practice your soft focused eye level gaze. So you want to look kind of like that and slightly down at the end. You don't want to look down at the floor, you want to look ahead. You want to look ahead at where you're going. I'll show you that from the diagonal. So I'm looking ahead, and there you go. So find a spot, we go forwards a few go backwards. So it's just getting your feet in the right place. If you go backwards, you can turn round when you get to the end and just do forward stepping. You're just having a little explore. Yeah. That's it. And you're all breathing. You want to breathe as well. That's very important. How are we all doing? Tune that. So, like those of you on Zoom, if you want me to watch what you're doing, feel free to switch your video on, but also feel free not to if you don't want your video on. That's all fine. Seems to be the sort of people that okay. Any questions or comments or observations or anything about this exercise? Okay, we will moving not that swiftly on. We're going to do the 4-part walking pattern, forwards and backwards. So we'll just do 4 and 4. We'll just do 4 and 4. So yeah, just relax for now. That was great. That's much better. It makes a difference. So I'll just show you the 4-part. So just so I don't have to remember too much, I'm just remembering the number 4. So we're going to step 4 times. 1, 2. Oh, hang on. 4-part walking pattern. 1. That's it. I was just checking. 2. So this is where you've got to watch the knee alignment. 3. And 4. And then we go 4 backwards. 1. That's where the useful. So you want it quite a bigger step than what you think you should. 3 and 4. And from the side, just so you can see it from the side. So I sit down, I go 1, 2. Yeah, we'll do that. 3. So I'll go sideways, you go from the back. 3 and 4. Okay, now we pick up the toes. 1, turn, step, transfer the weight. Turn, step, transfer the weight. So if you want to do more than 4 and 4, you could do a whole row and then a whole row back. This is just for, do what you like. So 3, room for 1 more. So I've got room on the video to do 4 in one direction and 4 in the other direction, but you can do it like, remember you're looking ahead. You're looking ahead, so you want your chin resting on a ball that's floating on water, and you're using your sleepy tiger eyes, or your eyes are relaxed but alert as you're listening behind and above. And we're all breathing. Fabulous. Get to the end of that thing, and then just, when you think you've done enough, then we just turn. So I think the stepping forward, keep going, is easier than the stepping backwards.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you all find that?
yeah.
You find the opposite?
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. Brilliant. So when you're stepping forward, have another look. When you're stepping forward, if I just do it from this diagonal, I'm nice and upright. I step, I sink forward. So I'm looking forward, and I sink back, and I sink forward. And that, this leg kind of swings in. So when, if we do this one, so this is one of Eva's. We're gonna sink round. So you want your, like polishing with a tablecloth, or the cloth on the floor. So how to clean the kitchen floor the Tai Chi way, and then the other way around. So you're feeling these legs swinging in and swinging out, you see. So you want the hips level, and try that with the other foot. The hips level, and the foot kind of, I've got the foot flat actually, it's more like a metal detector. And then round the other way. Okay, nice and relaxed. And then what we do is we, 1, 2, so you can see there's an inward, see? And then when you step back, that's almost, not quite, but there's stuff happening in the hips with the legs. So you're deliberately placing your feet. You want to really place it. So for example, if we do brush knee and push, I'll show you that from the side. So brush knee and push, and then the twist step, brush knee and push. It's all fitting in with what your feet are doing. So there's a little bit, I do a little bit of a lift, because that's like a block. If someone coming to kick, you kind of block, push kind of thing. So it's you want to do the turn, then transfer the weight, and then sink back. So we'll just have a look at brush knee and push, because I think we did part of Wild Horses Lane last week. Did we?
Yes.
We did. Brilliant. Well remembered. I thought I wasn't going. Yeah, because I teach 24 step at Burwell as well, and we were doing other things. We were moving on. We were doing the next move, and we're kind of trying to bring everybody. We're getting the whole thing done, warts and all, and then we're coming back to it to look at detail and finesse at Burwell. So it's this we're looking at detail and finesse and the stepping. So we're pacing ourselves a bit. So brush knee and push. So I bring my hand up, I bring my towards the knee, and then that pushes. Then I sink back, hold a small ball, sink forward, and then just do it again. If you don't want to do the lifting up the leggy thing, you can just do it like this, and that's just as good. It's just I've got into the habit of lifting up my leg because of that application. But obviously, you'd have your other hand up if you had, not that I've been in a fight where I've had to switch someone's leg. This is all theoretical. I read books, you know, I don't go to fight. So brush knee and push, and then we'll just brush knee and push to that end, and then we'll brush knee and push to the other. Brush knee and push. Right. So brush knee and push. Have a look from the side. I'll come a bit closer to the camera. So brush knee and push. So look where my hands are in relation to my body. My top hand, hand, foot, elbow, knee, shoulder, hip, and the bottom hand is gone past the knee. So it's in front. Then I have the ball on the hip, and then brush knee. So you want a nice open feeling in the chest, and that comes down. Yeah, that's it. Brush knee and push, sink back, turn, hold the ball, sink forward, brush knee and push, and we're upright. We're upright. That's better. That's better. Remember, you've got unlocked, slightly soft, slightly bent knees. That's good. Then I'll do it coming forward. So just join in when you think you want to. Brush knee and push. That's it. This is much better. Brush knee and push. That's it. Yeah. So eventually the hands are being moved because of what you're doing with the body. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. Just go back to your spot. What we're going to do is we're going to I'll mirror, put your left foot forward. I'll come a bit closer so you can see what's going on. And we're just going to transfer the weight back, we're going to turn. We're going to transfer the weight forward, we're going to turn. So we transfer the weight back, brush knee, push. Shake from the side. So we go brush knee, and then what I'll do is I will do it facing the same direction. Push. It's just so, because mirroring can be a bit confusing. So we brush knee. If I show that from this diagonal, maybe that'll help. Brush knee and push. That's it. So you want the almost perfect. Just swap your hands around. That's it, and that, oh yeah, that one's brushing the knee because you're using that leg to block something. So you're doing that, and then you're pushing with that hand. That's it. And more of a round. You want a round shape in the hand, in the arm. You want a round shape here. So this is like this. This is curved. You don't want it straight. That's too much. You want it. So if you wanted to, you could add that to it if you needed to. That's much better, yeah. So we're nice. Now we sink back. And then if you want, you can make a little ball shape. Show that from the side. So you can see some of what I'm doing, but I'm also facing in the same direction, which is a bit less confusing. So. So I've got my left foot forward, and my right hand pushes, my left hand brushes the knee. There we go. So if you have a look, there's this movement. So if we're going to, going to a slightly wider than normal routine. Now, which leg? That was our left leg forward, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to be like this. Be like this. So have a look. Like, I'm avoiding that too much. You want to just keep it contained. If you go to this stance, we're going to have a look at silk breathing number 2. So we just go around like this. So you feel the weight move, you turn the waist, the hand comes up. You feel the weight move, you turn the waist, the hand comes down. You feel the weight move, turn the waist, turn the waist. Keep breathing some more. So you want to keep your, this stays, we're staying upright. You just turn, the waist is the bit that's moving. Turning the waist, sinking the hips. Relax the arms. Yeah. Okay. Try that with the other arm. So come up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this is like a windscreen wiper. Okay, so we had our left foot forward. Let's keep our left foot forward, and we're using the left hand. Forget the right hand. Now do the same exercise. So it's the body and the waist that's moving the arm. Left arm. That's it. And you want your left foot forward. Left foot forward. Okay, left foot forward, everybody. You're in left bow and arrow stance. Left bow and arrow stance. So you sink back, you turn. Left hand. Forward, turn. That's it. So you want to keep this straight. There we go. That's it. Yeah, good. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. That's nice. So you want to be in a left bow and arrow stance. Yeah, you're fine. You meant that all along, didn't you? And then it's hard to, yeah. Don't worry, if you lose your attention, and I have to say the same thing like 15 million times or whatever, don't worry about it. It just, you just get it back and then you'll be fine. Don't feel silly or anything, it's just the way the brain works. It switches off every now and then. You go into autopilot, so you're firmly convinced you're doing the thing that the teacher's doing, but then when you look round at the room, actually nobody is, possibly not even the teacher, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Right, let's try that with the other leg. So now we're going to do this one first, and we're going to work backwards into the brush knee and push. We're just getting this circular movement. So it comes up, back, down. That's it. Back, turn, forward, turn. And we're breathing, that's it. And you're using your right hand, back, turn, forward, turn. Brush knee and push, back, turn, forward, turn. Yeah, that's it. Back, turn, forward, turn. And eventually you want to feel that your arm's in the right place. You can look a bit just to check to see, does that look right? Good, that looks right. Now I'll go back into my posture. But eventually you want to stay in good upright posture. But do what you need to in order to get from A to B first. And I'll try not to look. There. But just do it in a relaxed manner. That's much better, everyone. You're all focusing and concentrating. Actually, the person on the computer can't see. We're doing this, coming back and turning. It doesn't help that I'm almost the same colour as those walls, does it? But never mind. Oh dear. Right, now what we're going to do, brush knee and push with the right foot forward. I will demonstrate so you can see it from the inside. So, brush knee and push. Whoops. Make sure you've got a wide enough. So this is what we're doing. So just watch a bit. Then what I'll do is I'll turn around so that we're all facing in the same direction. Because I'm not so hot with mirroring. If I'm in class and he's saying, like, mirror me, and then my brain just goes like that. It's just one of those things. So I'll demonstrate it, but the problem is if I demonstrate it that way, you can't see what my hands are doing. So that's why I want to do it either from the side or from the front, like that. And have a look at the side. So we've got hand, foot, elbow, knee, shoulder, hip going on. But it's still nice and tall. You want to lengthen through the spine. And this is brushing the knee. Okay, now we'll do it. I'll go this side, brush knee and push. Brush knee and push. Would it help if I did it diagonally? Not really. The angles are all different. No, I'll do it the same way. Brush knee and push. How are we doing? That's not bad. I'll just turn around so I can see you a bit. Yeah, good. So you want so you brush knee with the right hand. That's it. That's it. And you push with that's it. Yeah, you got it. You got it. There's a lot to coordinate, isn't there? Yeah, you got it. So brush knee with the right, push with the left. Brush knee with the right, push with the left. That's it. Brush knee with the right, push with the left. And then when you do your brush knee and push as a walking exercise, so what we did with the walking and what we did with this exercise, it magically transforms into this harmonious, coordinated, flowing thing of beauty. So there we are. And we go brush knee and push. Brush knee, but see, it's simple. And then we just do that, and it's all very, because this is actually quite, this is only the second move in the form. That's fine, carry on. It's only the second move in the form, well, the third move in the form, and actually it's really complicated. It's quite a lot to coordinate. Whereas part of the wild horse's mane is nice and simple and straightforward, because you're just doing this, and it's all in line with itself. I love this move, because it's just so, it feels great doing it, because it makes sense, you know. You just think, yeah, this is really logical, this makes sense, everything's all pointing where it's supposed to. Oh look, I'm doing Tai Chi, don't I feel great? Then you do your white crane, and then you go into brush knee, and then you think, ah, what's going on? So that's why it is more complicated than part of the wild horse's mane. So it's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Okay, oh my goodness, right, because I do want to go further forward. Let's do some nice things. So we'll let that, what do they call it? Percolate, cook. Let that cook. So I'm very pleased with, actually let's stop for a water break. Water break. Telephone break. I'll just pause the video. Pause the video break. Yeah. No. So yeah, it's about paying attention to how you're moving and also asking yourselves, is this safe? is this good for me? Is this beneficial? And if it isn't, don't do it.
I think it was because we had to do Tai Chi sitting down last year because I broke my foot.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, when you broke your foot, you had to do it all sitting down. Yeah, yeah, that's right. No, really good. Yeah. So you just have to be sensible, really. If it's hurting, do something else, or do it properly so it doesn't. Or do it properly so it doesn't, and then if it's still hurting, you're obviously that's not good for you. So you just got to find out what it is. You've got to find out what it is. So we're just going to do rooting down and just.
I hastened to add it wasn't a Tai Chi related injury.
Yeah.
I had a disc fell and fell over.
Oh, yeah. So
you usually loosens it up.
Yeah. So just root down. So breathe in, raise your hands up. Breathe out and let your hands lower. I'll just show you that from the side. So, one thing that Mike got us to play with last week was to imagine you're moving through water. Which we could have done earlier. We could have all gone outside and moved through water and thought, oh, how exciting, this is fascinating.
Yes, well.
Well, I was. Were you there? You were there when I was in that. I didn't. Leanne very felt sorry for me, gave me a shelter. But there was one time where I was in the garden teaching a garden class, and it was pouring with rain. So I actually was moving through water.
I saw some of them where you were dripping off the.
I was actually dripping, and you couldn't hear what I was saying.
It was that thing you had.
Yeah, and it made me look like a duck.
It was dripping off the front.
It was dripping off the front of my baseball cap, and I looked like a duck because I had a red beak, and it was hilarious. And yeah, because Brand broken her foot, so she can't come to class at the moment. But she was actually cracking up and laughing, so she had to switch her video off because it was too much. Because she goes, "You look like a duck." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a Tai Chi duck or happy day." So we're just going nice and relaxed. I must remember that with the doors open, it encourages the builders to come and mess up the loos. So
yeah, you have to shut the front door.
never mind. It's fine. It's not my hall.
They've probably been told they can't come in.
Yeah. And then check. Yeah, but if you're a builder,
And what are they supposed to do? Let's see.
And they've got their water thingies all over the
but
place.
they've got their water loop.
I think they have.
But what
They usually say, it's usually a box that says Kazi on it, and it's also got cooking stuff in it. And
yeah, I just think, you know, if I was given a choice between that and this lovely hall with actual soap in and hot water, come on, I don't mind. Of course I would. So none of you have been tempted to train as HGV drivers then? Okay.
The idle drive is a dodgem.
Dodging, yeah.
I'm too old.
So they were saying that they were interviewing a woman HGV driver on Radio 4, and she was saying that there's not enough loo stops with actual loos in. That's why there's not many
other
women.
means.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, of course. It's looking less and less appealing. So there we go, and then we'll part the clouds. Oh, that's so nice, isn't it? And then we'll seamlessly go to white crane. That's it. So you want to keep your arms in front and this round shape, just very easy and relaxed. And one more. And then white crane. Spread it. grasp the sparrow's tail, the white crane spreads its wings. Grasp the sparrow's tail, the white crane spreads its wings. Grasp the sparrow's tail, the white crane spreads its wings. Grasp the sparrow's tail. One more each side, that's lovely. Okay, take a slightly wider start, and we'll just do this one. You transfer the weight and turn, you transfer the weight and turn. Watch your alignment, so that's the vertical alignment along your spine, and that's also the alignment between your knees and toes. Nice and relaxed. It's not just you, that's my phone, yeah, I have it on buzzing. Yeah. And then we go in the other arm.
I think I need a new one.
I've got a new one, but I need a couple of hours to play with it so I can work out how to work with the thing. And I just kept running out of time. So I'm going to take it to Marion and Andy tomorrow.
Oh, Andy.
Andy will sort it out. He's really good at explaining things to dumb people. So it's just like, he's very patient. It's hilarious. So he's like the technical whiz kid.
Once got to the stage where it's doing its own thing, and I don't expect it to.
I need a new one.
It's not these days. My friend is so not with the times.
Yeah.
One's just not really smart.
So we're doing wave hands like clouds. Wave hands like clouds. There we go. So you want to keep your hips level. Okay. Let's do a few more of these, and then we'll do inspect the horse's mouth, roll backward off, double-handed push. So demonstration. Inspect the horse's mouth, roll back. So on ward off and double-handed push. I'm showing it from the diagonal so you can see more of my feet, but we'll do it from the front. So inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, double-handed push. Okay, two more. Hold the ball, inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, double-handed push. Sink back and turn. Inspect the horse's mouth. Yeah, you meant that all along, didn't you? Roll back, ward off. Yeah, don't worry, it's just the brain. It's really, it just doesn't work sometimes. And we do that on the other side, so we're not left out. So start a nice big ball, just show you that from this diagonal. Inspect the horse's mouth. Nice and tall, soft distance gaze, roll back, ward off, double-handed push, and we'll do three more. Sink, so you want to sink, lengthen through the spine, transfer the weight, inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push. And then again, inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push. Perfect, okay, relax. So what we're going to do, I'm going to shut that door so you've got a reflection thing. when we turn round, because it's not like in Burwell. In Burwell, they've got those little mirrors, which we all briefly look at when we turn round to do that inspect the horse's mouth on the other
Second
side.
time looking, then I go wrong.
Yeah, I know, it's just one of those things. So I'm going to go through the form. I'll start over here, I think, and then I'll hopefully have enough room that way and that way. And then when I turn round to go on the other side, you just have to hope you can see some of my reflection. We'll just have to wing it. So nice and tall. So we're turning to the left. We're turning to the left. So it's unlike the one on the Friday where I am very much mirroring on Zoom, because we're partially on in real life. It doesn't work in real life. So the people on Zoom I'll just have to listen to my instructions instead. Okay. So we start nice and tall. I actually will mirror for this bit, and then I'll turn around again. So nice and tall, sink the hips, breathing in and out. Breathe in, and begin. So go 1, 2, bring the hands in, 3, sink the hips. Now 1, turn towards your left, 2, turn your right foot in. 3, push out. 4, gather under, hold the ball. Now we step. 1 step, 2, part the wild horse's mane. 3, sink back and turn. 4, sink forward. 1 step. 2, part the wild horse's mane. So remember, we don't move the weight too soon. 3, sink back and turn. 4, sink forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this time, side step. Side step, grasp the sparrow's tail, white crane spreads its wings. I'm going to run out of room here. So then we go, hold the little ball by the hip, then brush knee and push. Sink back, sink forward, brush knee and push. Sink back, sink forward. Last time, brush knee and push. So you're brushing the knee with the left, pushing with the right. This time, spare hand with the right hand. Right hip forward, right heel raised. So you go forward, that's it. Then you cut down, that's it. Put your weight back, bring the foot into cat stance, and your fingers of your right hand are in line with the crease of the left hand. Then you raise the left knee, have your weight in the middle of the foot, play the peeper. So you've got your weight in the middle of the right foot, your left foot, the toes are up, so you're in rooster stance. Now step back and repulse the monkey. Turn, 1, 2, turn, 3, step, 4, repulse the monkey. 1, turn, 2, turn, 3, step, no arm movement. 4, now you move it on. So the arms move on 1, the arm moves on 2, the arms stay still on 3, the arms move on 4, the arms move on 1, the arms move on 2, the arms stay still on 3, the arms move on 4. Sink forward, go to hold the ball, left cat stance, step with the left foot, inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, sink back, double-handed push. Now sink back, turn. Hopefully you can see me partially in that door. So you want your right foot up, push out, gather under, hold the ball, so you're in right cat stance and you're facing the door. Turn around a bit. You're facing the corner, you want to face the door, and face forward. So your cat stance, the knee and toes need to point directly forward. That's it. So bring the front foot in a bit more. There you go. Bring the front foot in towards hang on a minute. That's it, yeah, you've done it, Okay, now, hello. Now step with the right foot, heel toe. Now sink the weight forward, inspect the horse's mouth. Well volunteered at the front there. Now turn the hands over. Now sink back into the back foot. That's it. Here we go. Now ward off. And then double-handed push. Okay, I can see we'll need to work on that later, but that's fine. That will do for now. That will do for now. Sink back. Do like the zombie thing. That's it. Now you turn. Now you stroke down the giraffe's neck. And then you go into single whip. Single whip. Okay, then you go turn. Bring your left hand to your right wrist. Now I'm going to mirror. Left hand to the right wrist. Now you come down. That's it. So look at my feet. Get your feet right. That's it. So you want your, there you go. Left hand to the right wrist. Then you go down. Now step up with the right foot. Step out 3 times with the left foot. 1. 2. And 3. Okay, hold it there. I will flip round. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single whip. High pattern horse. Sink into the right foot. Turn. Palm up. Bring the fist into the shoulder. Step into cat stance. Left cat stance. High pattern horse. Step with the left foot. Block over left leg. Open the hands, like you're opening a pair of curtains. Bring the hands in. Raise up with the knee. Kick with right leg. Bring the leg back. Play the peeper. Step. Open the hands. Bring the hands down and the foot down. Make a fist with both hands. Grasp the tiger's ears. Sink. Turn. Right, I will go this side. So you're facing the wrong way. So never mind. But it looked great, so that's right. So you're following this lovely young lady on the well volunteered. So you push out, gather around the whole ball. That's it. And then we're going to kick with the left leg. Sorry, lift the leg up, kick with the left leg. Right, not bad, but brilliant. That's the correct left leg as well. Fabulous. Now we come down like that. Right, I'm going to turn it like this, and then that's like that. Perfect. And then drop your shoulders, everybody. I'll just turn this round a bit. Hang on. So, sorry about this. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. Right, hold that pose while I turn this round. Otherwise, I won't be able to see what's going on. Now, that worked before. Why isn't that working now? Oh well. That'll do. So we're like this. It's not working at all. Hang on. Just hope that doesn't fall off. But like that. So this is my left leg. So you step with the left leg, heel toe. Now you sink down. You transfer the weight. Twizzle. Like that, that's it. So turn the front foot out a bit more. So it's actually sticking out towards the wall, towards the corner belt. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Now push down and then lift up. Golden cockerel stands on left leg. eyes. Golden cockerel stands on left leg. So this is palm up, palm up, palm up, palm down. Golden cockerel stands on left leg. Like that, that's it. Now you come down like that. That's it. So if you can go back a bit, yeah, and then you've got something to look at. Well done there. So like this, now you step with your right foot, sink down, transfer the weight, swizzle, have the foot, the right foot, sticking out towards the corner, that's it. You want to be upright. Upright. Now push down, golden cockerel stands on left leg, on right leg, sorry. Right leg. Dyslexia. Now you turn, step, heel, toe, transfer the weight, push. Fair lady works at shuttle. That's it, yeah. Now you sink back and turn, push out, gather around the hold the ball, and we're now doing this corner here. So this is the second corner. Step, golden cockerel stands on. Fair lady works at shuttles, second corner. Now the third corner is the short corner. You sink back, you push out, you gather under, hold the ball, and then you step with the right foot. There we go. And then we go all the way around, sink back, turn, push out, gather under, hold the ball, step. Fair lady works at shuttles, left foot forward. That's it. Okay, so now, go over here, still sleeping, yes, thank you, brilliant. Now step with your right foot, step with your left foot, left cat stance, high block. So you're blocking over your head, you can either do it over the head or under, you either look over your hands or under your hands. Under's better, slightly more forwards, so it's like that, it's like that. So now you sink down, searching for the golden needle at the bottom of the seabed, turn, that's it, I'll go over here, turn, come up, step, fan through back, we'll show you that from the side, fan through back, left foot forward, that's it. Now sink back and turn, I'll come this way a bit, sink back and turn, right hand comes out, bring the right foot in, raise the right leg, drop the foot, step, and double-handed push. Okay, I will turn him round again. That was working before. It's because I had to move it. Right, where are we? We've done double-handed push. Right, I will do that mirror now. Double-handed push, actually. Then sink back and turn. I'll just show you that. Step out. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Because if I do it with you facing the same way, you can't see what my arms are doing. So they come up, out and down, and then you do the meerkat bit. So you come forward like that, hands come up and down. Well, we got to the end, didn't we? That wasn't bad. So, there's quite a lot in that. When we do the golden cockerel, so we've done the snake creeps down like that. Golden cockerel stands on the left leg. So that's the golden cockerel. So we'll do that as a health exercise, golden cockerel, and then we'll know what to do with that and think about it as a health exercise. And then you do it the other side, golden cockerel. Now when I do it, when I'm practicing at home, I actually do snake creeps down a bit more traditionally these days, where I'll go like this, I'll go like that, and then I'll go like that, and then do it like that. But that's pretty full on, and actually it's not very martially sensible to do that. Anyway, it's more martially sensible to, that's a lot more sensible. So that's the way I teach it. And then you go into golden cockerel. So it's a bit like pushing something down so it comes up again. Golden cockerel. Push something down, and there's like a squashing, and then there's a like that. So it's quite cool. Okay, come round in a circle. Oh, we didn't get a chance to go through it all. There's so much in it, but the brush knee and push was much better. So we'll probably spend another week on brush knee and push. And I think everybody's white crane was good. That seems to be okay. White crane seems to work quite well. And then step back and repulse the monkey is always an area of stickiness. And the joining bits. So we'll just try and get the detail, but going through the whole form. And then the other thing that might be useful, if you've got
shuttle thing.
yeah, the shuttle thing. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be later on. It's easy to do if you build it up from the foundations, but
This
yeah, that bit. Oh, that bit is like that.
It's just rubbish.
It is a bit weird. I mean, I wouldn't do that in a fight anyway. I mean, normally when we do footwork for boxing and stuff, you don't bring your feet together. You want to be mobile. So I'm not sure. I guess it gives you something to do. And sometimes I've seen needle at the bottom of the seabed like this is how I used to do it. And then into
Because most of the moves actually feel
natural.
Nice. They feel nice when you're doing it properly. And
Yeah.
not just kind of actually feels nice. So that one just feels awkward.
This is a bit weird, doesn't it? Yeah, I've never really. So I suppose you're again. When I read a book by what was her name? She was one of Gerda Geddes' students. And she was also a dancer as well as like a Jungian analyst. So she must have been a barrel of laughs at a party, but she was saying that searching for the golden needle at the bottom of the seabed was like diving into the depths of your subconscious and then coming out, you know, it's kind of cool. So there's that sort of thing. So they're not just physical moves. There's imagery, there's ideas and things. I mean, this was only invented in the 50s, so it's not as deep as, say, like the longer forms and stuff, but there's still quite a lot in there, and you can put stuff in there. So let's just get our feet shoulder width apart, nice and tall, and then we'll. Yeah, I mean, the other problem is I really need 2 or 3 or 4 of me, so you've got someone to follow all the way through. So,
When we first started using this board, wasn't there a little square table?
There are
That's
square
quite
tables.
big.
Maybe next
Yeah,
time
there was
just
one.
just get one of the square tables out.
That's it, isn't it? There was a little one, it was only about that big, a little square one.
Yeah, that'd be
I just sort of bust it really, so just.
And it would have been on there easily.
Okay. Just having a little chair on there is quite useful. But I'll look for the little square table. I'll be a little bit more. I got here really early. I got here about 22, and because I was trying to, you know.
It'd just be easy for you to swivel the thing if you could find it.
Yeah, we'll sort that out because then I can swivel it round for the zoomies, and then that's. There we go. And then we're just going to do this. Ah, lovely. Breathe in. Breathe out. So you just calm down. I mean, don't get too het up about the moves. Just sort of do them as best you can. And eventually, the detail and stuff. It's getting the principles. So the principles are relax, sink your hips, make sure your knees are in line with your toes, and pay attention to what you're doing. And the detail will come later. If you do the basics, that's good enough. And it's very easy. It's the switching off bit, that's fine. It's the getting it back. If you get faster at getting it back, then no one will notice when you've switched off. You'll just go, ha ha, you know, and then that will be your secret, you know. And then we go like this, we breathe in, breathe out. I'm absolutely terrible in my cello teachers' classes because I just can't do it. I can't hear anything she says. I can't do anything she says. I'm just like, I think I'm a worse student. So I know what it feels like when you're in a, like, because I do Tai Chi all the time pretty much, so I don't need to think about it. I just do it now. But, fabulous. Aren't we good? We look great when we do this though. I mean, you know, you can tell we're improving just by how cool we are at this last bit. Okay, let's have super young faces. Right. And polish the face. Marvellous. And then rub the hands together again and give the lower back a rub. Oh, marvellous.
Oh, I feel my cold hands from my shirt.
Yeah. Okay, and then we'll breathe in, breathe out. So yeah, the posture doesn't need to be a rigid thing, it's just like being upright, but not being too tough about it. It's just keep, you know, nice and relaxed. Oh, brilliant. Okay, and then make a fist with your right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and bow. Well done us, that was great. It's like really good, we got to the end. Yeah, good.
Nobody died.
Yeah, nobody died, no, we're fine. Yeah, great, okay, I'll stop the recording. Fabulous, well done.